The group from Microfinance Support Center, who were accompanied by the Acting Executive Director, Helen Petrolina, arrived a bit late, something which did not go right by the committee. In their interface with the committee, it was discovered that certain people have been getting money without an assessment appraisal report or collateral done, which is against the law.
Appraisal, there should be no recommendation for one to get a loan, because she has said after the loan appraisal, then the officer recommends give this person or this company or whatever a loan, or don't give them. Now this one here, 4.1 billion, there's no loan appraisal, but money was given. On what basis? Because you see, what we are beginning to think is that either there are people who are untouchable, or it is you staff members, who got this money yourselves somehow.
In their response, the acting ED has informed the committee that the staff that handled the disbursement were not trained enough, an explanation the committee has refused to accept. According to members of parliament, the ED is telling a blatant lie to the committee because the group that handles such big amounts of money as 4.1 billion shillings is the loans committee and the management.
This question is that, yes, it is true that some loans were given out without proper appraisals, and this happens as a result of recruiting staff at different levels, and their levels of experience are varying. But through the process of training and empowering them via improving their skills, this process goes on improving. So the loans that were captured here under this section, when we are basically referring staff to zones, you'll find staff who are very experienced and staff who are new coming in, but also they are learning.
My branch manager could approve a loan to the disbursement. Appraisal went up to the credit committee at head office, and then up to the board. So any loan of this, say, 4.1 billion, the ED cannot say, for one, there was incompetent employees that they probably recruited. It means even the ED is incompetent. That is one. Two, there was connivance, because that loan was not approved at the bottom level. It was approved at top level. So it means there was some fraud and connivance. That's why that loan was approved, that she is trying to hide, that we need to dig deeper. Why do you recruit incompetent people into the system to cause loss to the country? Value for money.
The acting ED submitted by saying that they have incompetent people, especially down there, including, if I'm not mistaken, including her. Because loan approvals go through a process from the bottom up to the top, depending on the amount, with my little experience that I have. Does it mean that even those ones at the top are also incompetent? Two, on the figures, when you go in your financial statements on page 40, you will realize that on staff training and study tour, it costed 1.182 billion shillings in 2021-2022. Does it mean this is a concrete, it is a figure that was just put there, but people were not trained? Just check in your financial statements.
The committee has also discovered that part of the Imyoga money was not dispersed to the ready circles, an indication that they deliberately refused to disperse this money. The committee has resolved by inviting the board of the Microfinance Support Center, the Minister for Microfinance Support Center, as well as all stakeholders to explain the anomalies in the entity.
But I want to learn, now that the money came and people were excited in communities that they are going to receive this Imyoga fund, it sounds awkward for them to hear that you took back the money when actually the intended beneficiaries never received it. And that's why, looking at the comments of the Auditor General, it talks about your failure to utilize the funds being negative in terms of the planned achievements.
A minister who is a supervising minister, and then of course the board. Should they be involved? Because you see, now when somebody goes, as we had, the person in charge of credit, who was saying the ED of the foundation was sent by the minister, how is he supposed to say no to his minister, his line minister, even if the minister's foundation does not qualify and all of these different things? It's complicated. So all these are issues that we want to get to the bottom of, with someone on the board to come tomorrow, and the minister, the Honorable Haruna Kasolo, has got to come on Thursday so that we interact with him about this issue, but also the fact that he's the minister that supervises this entity.